And our next guest is joining Republican Congressman Jim Jordan, demanding answers from climate czar John Kerry over his role in the Biden administration, sending Kerry a letter saying, in part, "It appears that in your role you have some ability to set foreign policy and to bind the United States to international agreements, despite not being confirmed with advice and consent of the Senate. The American people deserve to understand your role in the government and what authority you have to negotiate with foreign adversaries." Joining us to discuss is Republican Congressman from Kentucky, James Comer. Congressman, thank you for joining us today. So you have some questions for John Kerry.
I think every member of Congress has questions for John Kerry. He was given cabinet-level authority by President Biden, yet he didn't go through the normal Senate confirmation for cabinet-level appointees. And here he is going to China, our biggest enemy right now, the country that, with all facts, when they all come out, will probably prove that China started the COVID pandemic that has put America in such a terrible position over the past year and a half. He is going there negotiating a climate deal that we all know is going to be detrimental to the American economy. And nobody knows exactly what authority he has. Nobody knows exactly what his game plan is. And we would just like to know exactly what authority he has to make a deal with China. Remember, the last big deal he made was when he was Secretary of State for President Obama, and he made the Iran deal. We later learned that he gave secrets to Iran about our greatest ally, Israel. So he has a credibility problem with Republicans in Congress, and we just want to know what he's up to and what authority he actually has.
I believe his formal position right now is United States Special Presidential Envoy for Climate. Is that correct? And like, what's that? I mean, obviously, China's the biggest contributor to pollution in the world. We know that. But your concern is that's not really what he's doing there.
Well, I don't have any idea what he's doing there. That's why Jim Jordan and I sent the letter. But when you talk about negotiating a climate deal with China, that's going to have an adverse effect on the American economy, because you're going to put burdensome regulations on American companies that we all know China is not going to comply with. China may sign the deal, but the deal won't be worth the paper it's written on. China has a history of lying in these types of climate deals, and this will be no exception. John Kerry is not the best person to send over there, given his reputation with the Iran deal. So we just want to know what authority he has and exactly what kind of deal he's trying to negotiate with China, because we all know China, in the end, is going to continue to be the world's biggest polluter.
Yeah, I'm assuming you haven't heard back from him after your letter, or his team hasn't responded to you?
No, we haven't heard back. We're going to continue to press on. And I think when the American people and the industry leaders and the unions and everyone who will be adversely affected by any type of climate change deal with China, when they realize what's going on, they're going to want to know exactly what type of authority he has and exactly what kind of deal he's trying to make with China.
Congressman, what are the people of Kentucky concerned about when it comes to Russia?
We should be concerned about the cyber attacks. We should be concerned about the human rights abuses. We should be concerned about their military buildup along Ukraine. The list goes on and on and on. So what we saw today from Joe Biden wasn't America's finest hour, but hopefully he, in that 3 hours of private meetings with President Putin, laid down the line, and hopefully he'll demonstrate that he's not going to tolerate Russia continuing to cyber attack and continuing to be a bad actor on the world stage.
Yeah, that's what we just don't know yet, is what happens next time there's an attack, because we all know there's going to be one, right?
That's right.
Okay. Congressman Comer, thank you, sir.